Hey guys, so this is going to be the last time I actually filmed this because I was on a roll with my last video part, but then maintenance called, so I had to answer the door. So you might hear some like beeping in the background because that's because they're changing the fire alarms in residence. So yeah. Okay, so this is a video made specifically for Megan Hearts Makeup's video contest that she has right now, or just contest in general. My portion is a video portion because those who are out of high school are supposed to make a video response to her video, explaining our experiences in high school and advice we would give to those who are going into or currently in high school right now. I just would like to say that I don't disclose my name here on YouTube. I go by Crash Course. And also, I apologize in advance if my webcam randomly pauses in the video and I look off because my webcam is acting weird. So, let's get into it. So I live in Canada, and I graduated from high school about 2 years ago in 2009. I don't think my high school was, well, my high school wasn't really, I think, at least my age group, the one that I graduated with, we didn't really target people for bullying. Like, I know that no one was specifically pinpointed for bullying, I'm pretty sure. Although this doesn't just include the younger age groups. Ones that I'm referring to are the class graduates of 2009, because that's all the people I usually know. So, and we were really cliquey, but we weren't, like, I don't think we were very, like, bully, targeted towards. So, yeah, that was good. So one thing I want to say to those who are going to high school or currently in high school is to don't be afraid to be yourself. Because, you should be proud of who you are. And, I was really, shy and had low self-esteem in high school, and, kind of still do, but I'm working on that. And I know that I was afraid to be myself and to show who I was. And, in high school you're still trying to find yourself too. So that might be hard as well, but, it really doesn't matter. Like, well, it does matter, obviously. I just want people to be themselves and be proud of who they are. And yes, you're trying to find yourself, but once you've found some aspects of who you are and who you're going to be, own it. Own it. Because that's the most important thing in life, I'm pretty sure, is to be yourself and to be confident in who you are. And, like, own whatever stereotype you fit into in high school, because high school is just full of stereotypes. And I know it's like, oh, stereotypes are bad, but no, you're gonna find that at every high school, and it's gonna be the same in every high school. So the stereotype that you fit into in high school, or you not even fit in, because you don't even have to fit in, but you might fit into that own stereotype or that group of people that you enjoy. Like I know that my stereotype probably was nerd. But I wasn't a nerd. I was in the middle average group, so, own whatever group you're into. And if you're a goth, or an emo, or a smoker, or a skater, or the athletic preppy girls, or the nerds, or the just, like, in-betweeners, own it. And be proud of who you are and who you're friends with, too, because sometimes, I was definitely not... I was a little bit ashamed of who was friends sometimes because some of my friends are weird. And I was weird. And I didn't show that in high school. So, I kind of wish I did. So, be yourself. Be proud of it. Because that is important. Because now, in university, I know who I am. Or at least I know most of who I am. And I'm proud of it. And I'm proud of who I am. And, to those that, say stuff that, like, oh, that's weird, well, fuck it, I'm a weirdo, okay, like, really. Also, that goes along with being yourself, stand up for yourself. I even have trouble trying to do it now, but it's also to turn into a bitch. I guess because people, used me as a doormat in high school, that now that I'm just like, this is what we're doing, and I sound like a bitch, but it's because I spent, like, 4 years, and then including elementary school, like 7 or 6 years, being someone else's doormat. And don't do that. Like, stand up for yourself. And even if you have to be a bitch about it, do it. Like, your friends might be mad at you for a bit, but don't let them tear you down and make you an excuse for something else. I remember in grade 9, I sat in the science class, and I was extremely shy, and I didn't have many friends in that class either. And these two guys sat at my we had like four tables, like two here and two here groups, and I was there, and then the kid that was next to me was absent that day, and there were two guys from like the jock group, and they were kind of like teasing me like, oh no, have you ever had sex, and oh, and then they like, it was so gross, and they're like, ew, it was just really gross what they were saying, and I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it out loud because I don't even like talk about it. So like, what the fuck? They like, I don't know, they reached into their pants and like filled out like a pubic hair or whatever, and they're like, show me yours, and I'm like, ew. And then told my friend, and then she went up to them and like, bitch at them, whatever. You know, but I should have stood up for myself and said something snarky, you know? Think of witty lines. That's a good thing. Witty lines in high school are hilarious, you know? I wouldn't say stand up for yourself to a teacher, because that will get you in trouble, but definitely, like, to other students, and, you know, don't be afraid. You know, you, like, it just stand up for yourself is basically what I'm saying, because, you don't want to be someone else's hermit for the rest of your life. So, personal experiences for me, I guess, one definitely is, if you have a boyfriend, don't leave your friends behind. I never had a boyfriend in high school, and, but a lot of my friends did, and I lost a couple of friends because they always hung out with a boyfriend. My boyfriend was always around. It wasn't just like, you know, let's go out, you know, gosh, of course, let's go out, just the two of us. No, it was like, let's go out, and my boyfriend will come along too. And, you know, kind of bothered me, and I know I lost a couple friends because of that. Just because I didn't want to see their boyfriends every day, and some of the people didn't even like their boyfriends, so I didn't want to see them. So if you have a boyfriend, you know, try to balance it out. I know that girls in high school, especially the younger ones, really want to spend all the time with their boyfriend. But be warned, some of your friends may not even like your boyfriend. So, you know, you gotta balance it out. And to those who don't like their friends' boyfriends, it's kind of a tricky subject to approach, because you don't want to be the friend that was like, I don't like your boyfriend, and then she chooses a boyfriend over you. I guess you just want to, I guess you might need to fake it. I know. Or you either fake it or you actually tell her, but you have to be nice to tell her and be like, you know, like, Sally, you know, or like, not even say you don't like him, but like I said, try to approach her in the way that, that you would want to be approached, or that wouldn't require you to say that you don't like him, but be like, Sally, you know, how about me and you spend a weekend together instead of, you know, Greg coming along, and then maybe, you know, it'll work out the way. But, you know, girls gotta make their mistakes for themselves. I know that. Like, currently, I don't like my best friend's boyfriend. I'm actually kind of in fact with my best friend, and that's not the problem. The problem is she's dating him for 5 months, and I do not like him one bit. Actually, technically, I haven't even really met him either, which is kind of stupid, I think. I think every best friend should date their friend's boyfriend. And even in high school, even out of high school, it's crappy, and obviously I can't express my feelings towards it because she, like, is, I think, now in love with him. So, you know, I just put up with it. You know, I actually don't have to see him, thankfully, because, he lives further away. But you have to hear about what he does, and I'm just like, well, maybe, you know, that's kind of stupid that he did that, you know, just gonna be like, that's kind of stupid, and why would he do that, you know, and, you know, you just gotta approach the boyfriend topic really carefully, because, like, the whole thing, or, like, love thing in it, it's really hard to approach, but, for me and my friend, I just deal with it until they go their separate ways. Which might be soon, hopefully. I don't wish that, but whatever. Also, number one rule in high school, don't talk behind other people's backs. I know that might seem like a big, like, oh, well, that's a no-no. I know I knew that. No. Girls are catty. Girls will vent to each other about other girls. Like, oh my god, you see what Sally was wearing today? That was so ugly. And I can't believe her boyfriend, like, he's such a douchebag. Okay? You know, you see that to one person, they tell other people. And I learned from first-hand experience. My ex-best friend, I had actually, this guy had been wanting to be a boyfriend in like grade 11, and I had supported it. I was like, you know, Sally, I really like this guy. You know, he really wants to go out with you. Like, he's buying you flowers, and he's really smart, and he's kind of witty. You know, go out with him. And finally she did, and I was happy. And then she started spending all her time with him. And then it was kind of like, this guy was wealthy, so he would buy her all this stuff, and her personality kind of changed. I'm sorry, it's getting dark. Her personality kind of changed, and it kind of pissed me off, and it was like, you know, pissing me off. So I went to my other friend, and I was like, I was pissed off because Sally's spending all the time with her boyfriend, and it's not that I don't like him, I don't like them spending so much time together because I feel left out, and like, I wish that, you know, it's just stupid that she was always spending time with him, and like, I do like him, but I just don't like the relationship right now. And that friend told someone else, which got back to Sally, and Sally was pissed at me, and, you know, I tried to apologize to Sally, but, it seemed like she didn't really want anything to do with it, and it was like the first semester grade 12, and then the second semester we had English together, and then we had to sit next to each other, and it was so awkward, because we would talk, but there was this big elephant in the room, so it was weird, and, you know, I do see that, yes, it was partly my fault, because I did talk about her behind her back, but also, she didn't try to talk to me about it, and I know I should have probably talked to her about it, but she, like, she was really, and I think her and her boyfriend are still dating, which, you know, I'm happy about, you know, because I want her to be happy, and the guy, Greg, is still a good guy, but personally in that situation, I wasn't happy, and I shouldn't have talked about her behind her back, but I will stand by my guard saying that, you know, it was partly my fault, partly her fault. So we haven't talked since then, and so I still think about her sometimes, obviously, but, you know, that happens. So, number one rule, don't talk about people behind their backs, because it just gets you into crappy situations. And, you know, I think some of it you can, because girls are catty, you know, girls do it all the time when they're like, oh, you know, I think it's different when you're talking about someone else in the relationship with someone else, their personal stuff. Maybe not so much, oh, Sally was looking really, you know, gross today with her Crocs, like, you know, I think you should have more talk about high school than just that, and sometimes we didn't, and so that's what we did, but it happens, but really don't try to talk to people behind their backs, is what I'm trying to say, you know, it's gonna happen, but if you're gonna have to do it, don't talk about their personal relationships, because that's just crappy, and talk with people who you trust, too, because the girl I talk to, you know, wasn't actually totally my friend, so that kind of sucked. But I'm not trying to make excuses for myself. You know, I know what I did was wrong. But, I still believe it was probably my fault, probably her. But again, yeah, that's what I want to talk about. And it's only like a 15-minute video almost, because I have more things to say. But, you know, really, I want to give advice to the girl and guys there, that if you think high school, you know, the same, if high school is going to be the best phase of your life, you know, high school is the best phase of your life. It's totally wrong. Totally wrong. It's just, no, high school's not. I think it depends on the type of person, because for me, I've had 2 years in university, and it's been 100 times better than high school. You meet so many more people, and I think it's kind of good that you meet these people also because you haven't spent your whole life with them. You know, there's people you just met at the first day of university, and you're like, hey, you're from Toronto and I'm from Ottawa, and it was like, whoa, you know, you haven't spent your whole life with them, So you're like, it's just a good feeling to know that, there are other people like you that, live somewhere else and stuff. And it's just so much more better because people are much more mature, I think, in university. Obviously, there are still immature people, but you're gonna find those people everywhere. So don't believe in saying that high school is best for your life because it's not, and it really depends on the person and what you make of it too. I guess I didn't make the most of my high school experience, but I still loved high school, but I love university even more. And just really be yourself in high school and be proud of who you are and own it, own it, own it, own it, guys. Because when you get to university, you gotta own it too, and you gotta be confident, and you gotta be you. And I just want to say that I am me. Woo! So yeah, own it, own yourself, and own what you can be. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of who you will be too. Because I am. I've grown. And in 2 years that I've been out of high school, it's been an amazing experience. And even in high school was an amazing experience. But, just own it. Okay? See you guys later. Bye.